Hi, welcome to AdLibs episode 3. I'm Lindsey O. I'm the Vice President and current ADDY Chair for AdFed Suncoast. And today I'm joined with Joey Panek. Joey has been in Sarasota for quite some time, but what really his strength is in 2009, he joined the Hub as really the first marketing arm, and he has been really the leadership in Sarasota as far as digital personalities. So Joey, tell me a little bit about your journey as a digital personality here in Sarasota.
Well, it started, I love that you said I was one of the leaders.
You are?
Basically, the whole idea of the Hub is you bring whatever your skills are, and then, you figure out a way to make a living and build something out of that. And my skills were, I was an actor. I've always been an actor. So for me, it was natural to just, okay, let's do video. So we did a video campaign with the Sarasota Elf. And that's kind of how I got to know a lot of the businesses in town. And it was a great way to meet everyone, because whenever anyone sees me, they're so happy because they associate me with the elf. So it was like a good introduction. And then it just has kind of morphed from there.
And I know that you've been, after the Elf, you worked on the Art Whisperer, which was great because that really integrated you with the arts community. I remember coming back a couple years ago and everyone's like, oh, have you seen the Art Whisperer? Can we get on the Art Whisperer? And I think one of the first times you and I got to work together on that was the program where you covered some of the work that the students were doing at Ringling for Town Hall, which was so cool.
Yeah.
But I know that you've really evolved that, you and Christine have done Saratopia, and now you're on doing How About Joey, which is really, I think, in my opinion, I love the show. I watched every week.
Thank you.
But I think it's like the most authentic to who you are, which I love. I love seeing someone who has such really embraced their authentic personality and just brought it out in this way that is so inviting and warm. So I guess the first question I think that really is applicable for our AdFed members is, how is it when you're kind of at the drawing board and you're about to start a digital personality, what is it the first thing you think about? So with Sarasota Elf, how did you think about that, and how did you come to the conclusion for your character, and what was it that was most important to bring to that series?
Well, it started with what was the need, and in that case, the need was downtown businesses were really feeling a strain because people weren't shopping downtown very much, and they were going to big retail chains. So that the need was, we got to get people to embrace downtown, and so in that case, we figured the best way to do it is to do it through the eyes of a visitor. So that's where the Elf campaign came from, and then with the Art Whisperer, that pretty much came from I have a background in arts. I love the arts, and obviously Sarasota, the arts are one of our biggest assets.
Absolutely.
So it was like, all right. Every arts organization was having a hard time connecting with the younger population, and by younger, we're talking even under 50.
I know.
So that was kind of the introduction, and I don't think that I could have just walked into the arts organizations and said, "Hey, I'm going to do some really weird videos with you guys." So the first season was very, it was very traditional. It wasn't, we did not break any rules. The first season was really just about getting the arts organizations to trust us and trust me. And then in probably year 2 or 3, I was really able to do more of stuff that was a little bit wackier.
Well, I think it's really important too, especially in Sarasota. We have such a different media climate and such a different audience climate than so many other regions in Florida. And so I guess as you've earned the trust with the businesses that you're working with, how then are you managing the feedback that you're getting? So through Art Whisperer, even now with How About Joey, how much time are you spending managing comments and managing feedback, as well as taking the positive but then using the negative as constructive criticism to improve?
It's pretty much, it's an ongoing daily process. And I don't know if this breaks a lot of rules, but I realize that, especially with How About Joey, if I want people to watch my show every week, then the things that I post in between my weekly videos are just as important. So, I hear from a lot of people do you ever work? Because it seems like you do, you have such a, a leisurely life, and that's on purpose. I'm not going to post, oh, I vacuumed my house today, because no one cares about that unless I can make that funny or entertaining. But there's pretty much a science behind my marketing in between the videos. So I really do let my personal life play a role in getting people to, I guess, to build an audience.
So when you talk about posting throughout the week, and I follow you on Facebook and Instagram, what are some of the best social networks you've found that have worked effectively for you in Sarasota?
I love Instagram. Instagram is pretty much my portal to all my other, social media sites. So my Instagram goes to my Twitter, my Tumblr, and my Facebook. And, with that though, I also am mindful of, okay, how is this going to look on this site? Because, you can't just do one blanket post and have it go everywhere. But it's just, I make sure it's all connected, and it's funny, even stupid little things, like I got satellite radio for the first time last year, and I was like, oh, what a great song. And I started taking pictures of songs, and then I started saying, well, that's going to be, that's my song of the day. That's my song of the day. And now I have people will stop me and be like, hey, why'd you pick that song? Or, oh yeah, your songs get stuck in my head. So even something as silly as that has kind of just become, it's keeping my name and my account, my social media accounts on people's minds.
So taking that experience and understanding that, is there any advice you would give to a group that maybe are working, maybe it's an agency, maybe it's a local company that is really looking to expand their social, and how they would deal? Whenever I think about this type of stuff, I think immediately people are so scared of negative comments, especially on their Facebook or elsewhere, they immediately delete them. And I'm always, I don't know about if you agree with me on this, but like, never delete a negative comment. You can do 1,000 times better by trying to respond, and you look 1,000 times better responding to that negative comment and being that bigger person. Have you had that experience, and how, because you get a ton of comments on your pieces on Facebook, and that is really, it is public. It's not just like an email, it is, everyone can see that. So is there any advice you would give to another company, or someone, maybe an agency or necessarily a business here in town, that are looking to expand their social presence and are afraid of that?
A negative comment still says that somebody has enough interest to actually post it. You know what I mean? So I do keep them. I don't believe in deleting them, whether it's for yourself, your own brand, or for whatever business, because at least that person is bringing their conversation to your table.
Thank you so much for joining us
My
today.
pleasure.
This was so much fun. I need to let the audience know that they need to come see this at the new redesigned, retweaked, beautiful AdFed Suncoast.com. And also, we have an event coming up, an emerging media event. How timely. On September 19th, it'll be our next Ad Bites series, which is our lunch workshop series, and it will feature a series of different people in the emerging media work for regionally. We'll be coming down from Tampa and up from Naples, so it should be super exciting. Please check out the new AdFedSuncoast.com in case you didn't get that, AdFedSuncoast.com, and check out the event. Watch more of me and Joey. I'm pretty sure the bloopers are going to be brilliant. And this is Lindsey Nickel-De-La-O.
I'm Joey Panek.
Yeah.
How about
Peace
Joey?
out.
Yes.
So, I've been told that we're still recording, and I can't believe I forgot to ask you to come up, Lulu.
Yes.
How are you, star of the show?
She's good looks. She even knows to cover her naughty bits.
Yeah.
We don't want a Sharon Stone incident happening.
No. Music.
Sharing music is very personal, and so it does take, I'm embarrassed. Some of them I'm like, I can't post that because I don't want anyone to know that I listen to Belinda Carlisle or something, but then I'm like, you know what? No, that's part of being authentic. I'm going to do it. Yeah.
So, so much of what How
I
About
don't
Joey
really
is...
listen to Belinda Carlisle. I mean, when she was with the Go-Go's, it was fine, but...